Hark, gather around and I'll share the tale of Mythalel's dimension, a tale as twisty as a twirling top, born in the bubbling bowels of a bumbling bobcat's belch. Yes, you heard right, a bobcat's belch. This is a world where the weird and the wonderful become one, where the mundane is merely a myth and the wildest of words twist together into our daily bread. Fasten your doublets, don your bonnets, and prepare to prance into an adventure most peculiar. This world, thou see, was not born from the normal nor the natural. Nay, it sprang from the surreal, the silly, and the downright strange, all to bring thee news of the newest novelties in the world of wizards, not just to tickle thy fancy, but to transform the way thou dost think about thy pixie dust consumption. For in this dimension the impossible becomes possible, yea, and the improbable probable. We are about to delve into a realm where tech and treatment tango, turning what was once thought of as mere myths into tangible truth. So, prepare to plunge into this peculiar place guided by our expert navigator Shaniqua the Mermaid, a mistress of the mesmerizing and the magical. With her guidance, we are set to embark on an eye-opening excursion into the future of wizardry. Hold on to your hose, fix your falling band, and keep your coif in place. This is going to be a wild, wacky, and wonderfully weird journey. Before we journey further into the depths of wizardry and magic, let's take a moment to turn our attention to our dear friends Casper and Skyrider. Later on, you might be wondering why these two familiar faces are not present in the rest of our tale. Well, dear friends, the answer is quite simple and quite loud. Casper, dressed like Liberace, going to a wedding, and Skyrider, his handy homeboy, have taken a hiatus of their own. Not just any detour, mind you, but a head-banging, ear-ringing rock and roll detour to a heavy metal concert. Yes, you heard right. Our flamboyant mind reader and his stead are off to mosh and thrash to the thunderous tunes of the heavy metal band Exodus. So, in a minute, when we are exploring the melodious enchantment of Swan's Crossing's guitars, Casper and Skyrider are in a realm of their own, filled with resounding riffs and deafening drum beats. Will Casper's House of Mirrors inspired attire withstand the harebrained haven of a heavy metal mosh pit? Will Skyrider get his ass kicked in the raucous, rowdy wrestling in the parking lot? Only time will tell. But before we dive into the depths of wizardry and magic, let's take a quick detour to Swan's Crossing's enchanted guitars. This is not your average guitar shop. Swan's Crossings is a haven for music lovers, a symphony of enchantment where guitars play themselves. Yes, you heard that right, folks. These magical instruments strum their own strings, creating melodies that echo the very essence of your mood. Feeling blue? The guitar strums a soft, soothing tune. Feeling ecstatic? It plays an energetic riff that'll have you dancing in no time, and the fun doesn't stop there. Imagine this. You're in a serious meeting when out of the blue, your enchanted guitar starts playing Happy Birthday. A magical mishap or a reminder to lighten up? You decide. So, if you want a guitar that's more than just a musical instrument, check out Swan's Crossing's Enchanted Guitars, available exclusively at reverb.com. Now, buckle up and let's get back to our wonderful wanderlust into the ways to come of wizardry. Picture this. Each year, approximately somewhere between 8 and 1,000 individuals, nothing nearing the entire population of Seattle, but at least 8 and sometimes as many as 1,000 people or animals in the United States alone suffer from a condition known as explosive head, caused by an unlikely source, pixie dust. Now, this isn't any ordinary pixie dust, this is the addictive kind, and it's being spread by none other than Pops, the gross green goblin, and Rimjob, the notorious snitch. Their uncontrollable addiction to pixie dust and their subsequent distribution of it has resulted in a plague of explosive heads. The aftermath of this peculiar epidemic leaves survivors grappling with severe physical and cognitive challenges. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was a way to predict and prevent these explosions? Over the past decade, amidst this chaos, advances in wizardry have seen a significant soar in sine qua non, indebted to improvements made under the instructions of our very own Shaniqua the Mermaid, a whiz in the captivating field of spellcasting. Her 3D printed replacement heads are magical innovations that are reshaping the landscape of wizardry as we know it, turning the unthinkable into reality. In the throbbing heart of our voyage through the future of wizardry, and in matters of witchcraft and wizardry, we doth make a terribly timed twisting turn to a perplexing peripheral perspective. where we come to an encounter with a captivating character, Bob, the wicked woodcraft whiz. As we delve deeper, let us recount that Bob had used the last of his sentient magical wood to craft Uncle Bud a flying magic broom, leaving him bereft of this enchanted timber. Bob, a maestro in his craft, is known far and wide, and some other place not mentioned, for his bewitching wizardly woodwork. But verily this day he is not present to proffer his wizardly crafts and novelties, but to embark on a quest to replenish his stock of enchanted wood. 'Tis a tale of time travel. If you take a look, Bob is on an endeavor to elicit more enchanted eucalyptus with a sentient soul, and is ready to traverse back through the twisting tides of time. Yet to power such a portal, he needs pixie dust, a mite more reliable resource than Pops and Rimjob's rib-tickling, rubbish can renderings. So with a drool-drowning dash of the dizzying dust, his portal pulses with power. As he prepares to plunge into the past, the portal starts to play Paganini in a pupil-pounding prance that pulsates the place. 'Tis a tune so tantalizing that Bob, though taken aback, can't but join the jolly jig. He embarks on an enchanting dance, his dainty steps synchronized with the dandle of the ditty. 'Tis a spectacle to behold, a moment of merriment amidst the meticulous quest for magical marvels. A reminder that sometimes 'tis all right to take a truce, to trip the light fantastic, to treasure the present. For magic and wizardry aren't merely about halting heads from hemorrhaging, it's about embracing the elation of existence. So let's take a breather with Bob and belly laugh, bounce and dance, and once we're raring to go, we'll dive back into this harebrained hocus pocus. Enjoying Bob's dizzying dance, Shanaqua sees a sign that it's a good time to introduce Orange Slice the Raptor. Not only is he proficient in head explosion prognosis, but also communicates in an incredibly unique way, ingeniously employing a form of sign language called Drow hand code. This dinosaur's way of communication adds a touch of amusing whimsy to his scientific pursuits. Supported by spellcraft wizardry and mystical sages, Slice, along with his arcane academic acrobats, have engineered predictive fireworks that explode when individuals with an increased cranium culpability condition come close. As they sift through a vast ocean of sparklers and bottle rockets, an idea comes to them. They decide to walk through the park and throw them at people in order to see if they explode. Before we delve too deep into this nonsense, let's take a moment to acknowledge Uncle Bud's most cherished possession, a broom. No ordinary broom she be. This broom was crafted by his dear friend, you see, Bob. Now you might wonder, why would a man be so attached to a mere broom? For Uncle Bud, this broom is more than just a cleaning tool. It represents a spell crafting ability and level of wizardry that mere mortals can't begin to conceive. However, the story doesn't end here. Our street sage, Uncle Bud, isn't the only character in this tale who has embraced a shift in its physiology. His pet Mauricio has also undergone a unique transformation. After a rather unfortunate encounter with pixie dust that led to his head exploding, Uncle Bud, resourceful as ever, found a solution. Now Mauricio is a creature of remarkable nature, part pterodactyl, part poodle, and part chihuahua. This exceptional blend crafts Mauricio into a splendid and jaw-dropping winged tail wagger. The sharp sight of a pterodactyl, the playful charm of a poodle, and the persistent spirit of a chihuahua make Mauricio a sight to behold. Progressing in tandem with the bewitching revolution, Uncle Bud himself is not far behind. He's taken a liking to modern wizardly wonders such as magic rings. These magic rings now enhanced with features including haste and invisibility. These make users unseeable and able to move really fast. Yes, urging them to seek medical assistance after using such a magical ring might be a need of necessity. And when Uncle Bud isn't playing with his jewelry, he's aboard his imaginary pirate ship, navigating the high seas of the hypothetical. He's a bit of a character, believing he can predict the future by using a bong with time-traveling smoke. The reigning rogue of future prediction, he has revolutionized the realm onto a predictable path, making it more freakishly over-policed than ever before. People have the privilege to procure professional advice from him and his team of pixie fairies in the peacefulness of their own abodes because he knows what they want before they ask, and sends the pixies out to interrogate them. This proves particularly problematic for post-head pop patients potentially struggling with morbidity problems as the pixies pick their pockets. And now a brief interlude. Meet Kilgore, the most melodious dragon in all of Mythalel's dimension, known not for his fiery breath or towering stature, but for his enchanting voice and his love for Shakespearean rap. His eclectic rhythms echo through the valleys, the forests, and prison cells of the realm, captivating all who hear it, unless they're already captives. However, one day, a princess goes missing, and Kilgore, with his intimidating appearance, becomes the prime suspect. The kingdom is in uproar, attributing the disappearance to the dragon's monstrous nature, neglecting his gentle heart and harmonious hip-hop haikus. But as the sun sets and the moon takes its place, the sleeping beauty awakens in the castle's tower, simply having taken a long nap. The kingdom breathes a sigh of relief, their fear subsiding as quickly as it arose. Meanwhile, Kilgore, far from kidnapping, was merely rehearsing for the annual Mythalel's Dimension wrap-off, his voice echoing in the night, a flow of diss and shame. So, the next time you judge a dragon by its scales, remember Kilgore and his magnificent flow. If it wasn't for Kilgore, pixie dust poisoning would be running rampant. Kilgore has ignited a beacon of hope. Utilizing the rhymes of his Shakespearean rap, Kilgore divulges his clandestine antidote. Stirring the ingredients methodically into a mystic brew is a key element of this potion craft, of which Kilgore is a master. Now we shift in our narrative to Steve, the reluctant paladin who is compelled to taste the dragon's disgusting remedy, though it torments his palate. All who see the spectacle of his reluctant, revolting retching laugh in amusement. Our spirited squad is spearheading a seismic shift in top-popping prediction, prevention, and rehabilitation. Advancements in spellcraft, wizardry, risk detection and prevention, and potioncraft are aiding in the detention of people with possibly exploding heads, but wearable wonders such as magic rings are aiding in their escape. And Uncle Bud the street witch, with a cyborg dog to protect him, is collecting coin off it all. All this while enchanted reality is whizzing and warbling and head explosion is happening everywhere. What's with these whizzes of wizardry's fantastic schemes that wander and are lost in regret? They, well, are truly part of our world, a world which is witnessing lives saved and quality of life for combustive cranium survivors significantly improved. The future of arcane spellcraft has arrived, abounding with amazing possibilities, all thanks to Shaniqua, Orange Slice, Uncle Bud, Starshine, who we're about to mention, and well, not really Bob, who was preoccupied with his magic wood. As the camera pans towards the ethereal figure of Starshine, her unicorn horn shimmering under the celestial glow, the voiceover begins. Our journey through the transformative landscape of healthcare innovation has been awe-inspiring. But now, our beloved leader Starshine the Unicorn has a humble request for you. A soft, magical tune fills the background as Starshine, with her enchanting eyes, seems to gaze directly at the viewer. Starshine needs your likes and subscribes to earn her wings and sprinkle pixie dust across the skies. Every like, every subscribe is a step towards her fantastical flight. The music swells as a visual of Starshine soaring through a night sky, trailing a stream of pixie dust fills the screen. Hit that like button, subscribe, and help Starshine light up the skies with her magical pixie dust. Every click brings her closer to her flight of fancy. Together, we can make magic happen. The scene ends with a twinkling star, a beacon of hope in the vast universe.